When I met your grandfather, the Paradise movie theater was 53 cents. Our first date was at the Copacabana. Elaine set us up because she said he was nice. My mother's only advice was to take a picture with him to make sure he had at least one good side. We did the Lindy Hop all night. Our feet were shuffling just like this, like they were holding secrets, just waiting to come out. And when he turned me, our hands knew where to find each other. It was like our bodies made up their minds before we did. For the last song, we danced to Fred Astaire. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness that I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. He sang along in my ear. Each note was like a love letter he slipped when nobody was watching. His face was so soft on both sides, I knew my mother would be proud. But I was too busy swaying to notice it then. That night, we were kissing in my living room. I didn't want to give him the wrong idea, so we saved our tongues in our pockets for after the wedding. By our third date, he asked me to marry him, said we danced well, and that made sense to me. See, back then, a woman could fall in love if you held her long enough. And all the music we needed was made by the doors he held open. So I said yes. He said he'd call the next day. I waited by that phone all morning. Until it rang at about 3 o'clock. I said, "Paul, you got me worried." He threw up his hands, as he still does when I annoy him, and said, "Muriel, I asked you to marry me. You said yes. What's there to discuss?" Today, we celebrate our 60th anniversary. He's been so good to me ever since I told him if he were ever to go, to take me with him. I don't follow God. I follow the 10 Commandments, but I'd pray my way to heaven if I knew that's where they put it. See, we're two good people. We've had our problems, but we've learned how to move through the years. See, when you've been together this long, you learn some new dances, huh? But you never forget the ones that made you great. Heaven, I'm in heaven.